A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking turn of events, a federal judge has raised concerns regarding the deportation of a 2-year-old U.S. citizen, identified as V.M.L, who appears to have been sent to Honduras alongside her mother. U.S. District Judge Terry Doughty, appointed by former President Donald Trump, expressed his dismay at the lack of due process surrounding the case, stating that the child was deported with no meaningful process despite her father's efforts to keep her in the United States. The situation unfolded when V.M.L and her family were detained by immigration officials during a routine check-in at the Immigration and Customs Enforcement (IC) office in New Orleans earlier this week. The mother, who was in the U.S. illegally, reportedly indicated her desire to take her daughter to Honduras, but the judge highlighted that the court had not verified this claim. The child's birth certificate, filed in court, confirmed that she was born in New Orleans in 2023, raising questions about the legality of her deportation. As the family was being deported, Judge Doughty scheduled a hearing for May 16th to address the circumstances surrounding V.M.L's removal. He noted that it was essential to dispel the strong suspicion that the government had acted improperly. The case has attracted significant media attention and public outcry, especially as it reflects broader criticisms of the Trump administration's immigration policies, which many argue prioritize speed over fairness. Advocates for the family have filed an emergency petition seeking the child's release from IC custody, arguing that her detention was unlawful. They claim that V.M.L's father was denied adequate communication with the child's mother during the detention process, which hindered their ability to make informed decisions regarding their daughter. The father alleges that he was only allowed a brief conversation with his partner, during which they were informed of the impending deportation. This limited communication raises further ethical questions about the treatment of families within the immigration system. In a statement, the Department of Homeland Security defended its actions, asserting that the decision to deport V.M.L was made by her parents, suggesting that it is common for families to want to remain together during deportation. However, this assertion has been met with skepticism, particularly given the father's ongoing presence in the United States. The case of V.M.L is emblematic of the complexities and challenges faced by families entangled in the U.S. immigration system, particularly those who are undocumented. As the legal proceedings unfold, it remains to be seen how this situation will be resolved and what implications it may have for future immigration policies. The upcoming hearing on May 16th will be pivotal in determining the fate of V.M.L and potentially setting a precedent for similar cases in the future. The public and legal community will be watching closely as the court seeks to address the concerns raised by Judge Doughty and the family's legal representatives. The deportation of a U.S. citizen, especially a toddler, raises fundamental questions about the rights of individuals within the immigration system and the responsibilities of the government to uphold those rights. This case not only highlights the personal struggles of the family involved, but also reflects the broader societal implications of immigration enforcement and policy in the United States. As the debate continues, advocates for immigrant rights are calling for reforms to ensure that families are treated with dignity and respect, regardless of their immigration status. The situation serves as a reminder of the human impact of immigration policy and the urgent need for comprehensive reform that prioritizes family unity and due process. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.